When I bought my dream home, I didn't know moving next to HOA Karen would turn into a full-blown legal circus. I wasn't even part of her HOA. My property line was clearly outside their jurisdiction. But that didn't stop her from trying to control everything I did. It started small, nasty notes about my improperly painted mailbox and unsanctioned flower beds. Then one morning, I found an envelope taped to my front door labeled Final Notice of Eviction. Inside was a letter signed by HOA President Karen L. Whitmore, claiming I was in violation of community standards and had 14 days to vacate the premises. I laughed at first, thinking it was some kind of bad joke. But 2 days later, I received an official-looking court summons. She had actually filed an eviction claim against me. My jaw dropped. I immediately called my lawyer, and we prepared to end this madness once and for all. When the court day came, Karen strutted into the courtroom like she owned the place, armed with a binder thicker than a phone book. She kept smirking, whispering to her husband, clearly convinced she'd win. Then the judge entered and the show began. Karen went first, passionately explaining how I was disrupting the harmony of the neighborhood and living on HOA governed land. She even brought color-coded maps and photos of my garden, acting like a detective. When she finally finished, the judge turned to me with a raised eyebrow. I calmly handed him my property deed, complete with legal coordinates, and a letter from the county zoning office confirming my home was not part of her HOA. The courtroom went silent. The judge scanned the papers, leaned back in his chair, and then looked at Karen. "Ma'am," he said, suppressing a grin, "it appears you've attempted to evict a man from a property your HOA doesn't even control. Do you understand how serious that is?" Karen's confident smile vanished. The judge dismissed her claim with prejudice and ordered her to pay my legal fees. As I walked out, she shouted something about appealing the decision, but the judge just shook his head and said, "Good luck with that." That day, I didn't just win a case, I earned peace and the sweetest dose of justice imaginable.